Going into an awesome storm that usually leads to terrible floods, accompanied by eerie noises, you will penetrate a huge vegetation where the moss is so large that it can sink you and can cover the extension of an abyss. Cerro Hermoso is the central mountain range of Languedoc, that is a rare system of 3 clustered mountains, stuck in this part of the Interandean Alley and that go as ramifications of the Third Ecuadorian Andes. Very few people know the place of Languedoc, and of those who entered, only a few left alive, that geological oasis in the world of the Andes. The Andes are not standing still, but live in perpetual geological movement. The roads move, drawn across the highlands and valleys. The hydraulic pipes, made of concrete, twist and break, the snowy heated from time to time and give rise to new and immense alluvial streams. All the Andean system is a broken rocky promontory, the scar of a large rupture of the crust, from which emerged the great volcanic holes. Crowded around the rubble of the broken and formed the huge mountain range. Rarely are solid rocks in the Andes, all is cracked, burned or crushed. The hills and volcanic peaks of the Andes are formed from top to bottom. The Languedocs are unique, they are from the bottom up. Languedocs always come to us told as wrapped in a very thick fog or storms that sound like catastrophes. As a great mystery, a mystery to many of those who entered and not left. For every hiker who falls within the increased enigma. For centuries, scientists, scholars, and wild-eyed adventurers have been scouring those Ecuador's misty mountains and waterlogged jungles looking for the Incan horde. But the historian Tamara Estupiñan says she knows why the loot will never be found. The key to helping her unravel Incan mysteries was a 4,000-page, 400-year-old book. What Atahualpa's followers were really hiding was no mere treasure but the future of the empire itself, the king's body. For a new Incan king to be crowned, the ceremony had to take place in front of the mummy of his predecessor. For the Incas, the real treasure was Atahualpa's body, and without a mummy there is no coronation. Without a body there is nothing, it's as simple as that. According to Estupiñan, the book helped her identify the site where Atahualpa's body was taken. But not everyone agrees with her conclusions. After all, no remains have been discovered during initial investigations at the site she identified. The verdict is still out on whether the ruins are truly the resting place of the last Inca, while there are several archaeological sites that are fighting for that same title. In the 1980s, Estupiñan became fascinated with ancient economic texts, bills of lading, warehouse reports, real estate transfers, that many researchers would not find MIME. One day, as she was meticulously making her way through a massive, 4,000-page tome, she stumbled across the last will and testament of Atahualpa's son, Francisco Tapatachi, written on December 16, 1582, 50 years after his father's death. The document had been hiding in plain sight for centuries, and it took Estupiñan almost a year to transcribe the 7-page document into intelligible text, due to the intricate Spanish writing of the time. In 1532, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro captured Atahualpa in Peru. Pizarro demanded a room full of gold in exchange for Atahualpa's release, but the Spaniard killed the ruler before the ransom coming from Cusco ever arrived. Atahualpa's body disappeared, and his faithful generals were thought to have stashed the treasure they were hauling in secret caves. The discovery was significant, though at the time it seemed a basic list of the son's homes and land holdings, passed down from his father. In 2003, as she researched the life of famed Incan General Rumiñahui, she discovered a curious pattern. The general, who has been rumored to have played a role in hiding the treasure, and other Incan officials all converged on a remote area of Ecuador called Sicchos, about 70 miles southwest of Quito. She thought about why everyone was heading towards Sicchos, a place that was in the middle of nowhere, and decided that it was because they were taking what was most important to them, Atahualpa's body, to the best place. Going back to her son's will, she discovered that Sicchos was part of Atahualpa's estates. Researching Inca death rituals, she discovered that the mummy of a ruler was known as a Malca. And sure enough, there was an area called Malca, near Sicchos. A few years later, studying an ancient map, she found another piece of the puzzle, an area called Machi, an Inca name referring to their final resting places, also near Sicchos. Could such culturally charged words, mummy and final resting place, at the heart of Atahualpa's historic properties be a coincidence? Would they name an area Malquimachi for nothing? Will there be something there? Don't miss the second part. If the Incas are right, the prophecy of return is about to be fulfilled when Pachacuti will complete 500 years of destruction. To continue following this search for the sacred city of Paititi and the return of the Inca, subscribe to this channel. Like, comment and share. Stay tuned.